Hello again. Lala, you don't see what's in the background. Nothing at all. You don't see anything. Nope. Nope. Just adjusting the frame here. Very unprofessional of me. There we go. Now, let's see here. I think my voice is a bit better like this. Just adjusting the audio again. Because I'm stupid like that, I guess. There we go. Okay, so. Load. The running girl. The sound of an alarm pulls me out of a fitful slumber and into the unpleasant state of wakefulness. Wait, I remember this sentence. Hang on. My cord of my headphones isn't long enough. There we go. I linger under the blanket for a few minutes, gathering energy to rise up while making excuses as for why I already haven't. Honestly, I wouldn't mind staying here for all day. This sentence seems wrong. School is surprisingly exhausting after a long pause, and the culture shock still has not faded, I think. Still, despite getting an impression that skipping class is easy here, I don't think they are going to let me get away that easily. And the nurse is bound to keep breathing down my neck with the talk of exercising as well. So eventually I do rise up, swallow the morning medications and put on my old soccer clothing. Thanks to my condition, I was exempted from taking part in gym classes at Yamaku, so I didn't get issued with a gym outfit. I'd order some cover such a contingency, but wearing my old soccer clothes is kind of nostalgic. I can't use them for that anymore, so maybe they can get a new life this way, a bit like me. After all, if I'm going to start taking care of myself, I can't afford to slack around. I'll start from the basics. Basics which include keeping the rest of my body in shape, along with that little I can do to strengthen my heart. Maybe then I can go back to something approaching a normal life, or at least something where I'm less likely to fall over dead at any minute. I'm surprised to discover that I'm not the only one present at the track. I think they took a photograph for most of these pictures and used that certain filter. I think the sponge filter? No, it's not the sponge. What is it? Over the picture to make it look artsy. Anyways, not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. Ah! Nope. Wrong. Sorry. La. Nothing unplanned at all whatsoever. Nothing. Not just that, but it's a face I've seen before. The prosthetic-legged girl who bowled me over in the hallway yesterday is running on the track, lively, like a half-mechanical gazelle. What was her name again? It was a short one, but I can't remember. She seems to be running laps at a somewhat easy lope, her prosthetic legs clacking rhythmically on the hard track surface. I wonder what the reason she has for running this early in the morning. Maybe it's something akin to mine, and the nurse is oppressing the poor girl to jog just like he is oppressing me. I certainly wouldn't be here if it weren't for my health and his prompting me to do so. And even with things being like they are, it's only because I wanted to get it out of the way early. The fact that I would be less likely to encounter someone who would witness my pitiful attempts to get in shape was merely a happy accident. I'd leave, but it seems that my former assailant noticed me on her last lap. She waves at me cheerfully and jogs over. Twin Tails girl. Seriously, you knew her name, but the game, that whatever. Oh, well, I guess it makes sense because the character forgot. But still. Good morning. Your name is Hisawa, right? She grins, seemingly pleased that she'd remember my name. You may not remember me. No, well, maybe. Ellen? Emmy. Ha! I knocked you over in the hall yesterday. How could I forget such a blunt introduction? Emmy has the decency to look vaguely apologetic for a moment before giggling. Yeah, sorry about that. Again. Well, so long as you don't make a habit out of it, I suppose I'll be fine. Great. I'm not sure she realized I was joking. So the spy consultant the nurse was talking about, is that actually you? That's right. Oh. I was expecting someone from the nursing staff, to be honest. What? Are you saying I don't look like I could be a spy? No, this is more like a relief. I was afraid he would have someone to watch my every move. Unless you are here to do exactly that. No, I'm here for my own reasons. The nurse just asked me if I hadn't seen a messy hair transfer student who looked like he's kinda lost around the track. So why are you down here? Emmy strikes a dramatic pose. Or Emmy. Emmy? I'm gonna say Emmy. Hang on, Emmy. 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 I'm gonna say Emmy. Training. For what? Track. Ah, I see. You're on the track team then. Emmy nods enthusiastically. Yep, I'm one of the better runners too. And modest about it too. Hey, you should join up. It's good exercise, you know. I think that much activity is probably out of the question for me. Nah, I'm not even sure that I really like running all that much. Plus, I'm not into organized sports, you know. It's true, I never even really got that much into soccer. I mean, I'd run around with my friends and all, but that was really the only reason I'd ever play. It wasn't for the glory to be found on the field, that's for sure. Emmy seems to understand my meaning. Emi. I'm gonna say Emi, sorry. I'm gonna change the pronunciation of her name every time, I'm sorry. I see. Not that into the whole organization thing. But now that you're here, I guess we're going to run together, huh? What? Sure, I guess. Emi seems pleased. Emi. Are you going to warm up? Real men don't warm up. Oh no, you should always warm up. Bad, Hisao. Ah! Don't come so close. She scolds me enthusiastically, but then smiles and leans closer. I hate warming up too. She laughs suddenly. Heck, and I don't even have to stretch my legs. Okay. As if to confirm her statement, she bounces up and down a couple of times, giving a passing impression of standing on a pair of springs. They are kinda... Her leg blades seem to be quite elastic. Let's go. What about the warming up? What about the warming up? You suddenly start running anyways. Okay. So we both take off around the track, and I can immediately see that she wasn't lying about being good at running. Emi moves fluidly, throwing herself into the run with a sort of wild abandon. Okay. I find myself concentrating more on running properly. Hands spread, right? And something about hitting on the balls of your feet rather than the heels. I try to match my stride to Emi's, but it's pretty difficult. Apparently I'm not very good at it. Maybe Emi could help me with that sometime. I'm really not feeling up to more than a couple of laps today. Couple of laps? You have a heart condition and you can already do a couple of laps? Huh, okay. Anyways, and slow to... And you haven't run that much And whatever, I don't care. The logic here is a bit wonky for my own taste, but okay. And slow to a walk pretty quickly. Emi keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, spreading steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanor. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Yeah. I'm not in very good shape right now. Emi nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is that you started, right? Next time, you just have to try to hold out longer, and then longer, and eventually you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind. But I think right now I'm going to go get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emi shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. I notice that she's not wearing a watch. Are you sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Isao. Yeah, see ya. I'm not sure whether this morning's experiment was a success or a failure, but I'll admit that I do feel slightly good about getting out there this morning. And like Emi said, I just need to keep at it in order to get better, right? Practice makes perfect or something like that. It's nice at least to feel like I've taken some semblance of control over my own health. I'll have to try to keep this up. I head back to the dorms to wash and change into my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long and hot shower. I'm tired from all the running, so I just wanted to unwind, but I don't want to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the morning rush. After taking the long shower... Oh, nice. They switching the steam cloud so it looks... Okay. After taking a long shower anyway, I dry myself off and get out of the stall to put on my clothes. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears within the mist, looming and radiating malicious intent. It bursts through the fog. No! What the Nope. Nope. What is he doing here? What is he doing here? What is he doing here? Thank God there's a sensor thing there. Cause I wanna bet if I hadn't put on the mature filter, lots of kids would be screaming, "Oh my God, no! Ah! Ah! Look at it! Oh my God! Ah!" Anyways, shut up. What are you doing here? What the hell, you scared me. What's your problem? I should be asking you that. I've been looking for you all over the place, man. What do you mean all over the place? I want to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stark naked, but hold my tongue back. I finally realize I'm still naked too and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. That's cause he's not really good with his eyes, remember? So it doesn't matter whether you're naked or not. He probably couldn't see you in the first place to begin with. He couldn't even determine when he saw you a second time whether he already met you a first time. So I highly doubt he... Okay, anyways. His glasses are fogged up, but then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad that it's like he's perpetually seeing through fog? You know, your room and... Yeah, that's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money? He puts on an innocent face. I don't see how this is an innocent face right now. And looks away, trying very hard to look very casual. It doesn't work. He's as transparent as his window pane-sized glasses. But they're not really transparent because you just said they're fogged up, so he's not... So it makes no sense. Talking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Actually, somehow it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone when they can't see me being naked. To say nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. I try to brush the feeling off with little success. Money? Sure. Why can't I make a choice here to give or not to give money? God damn it. Awesome. Wait, why do you need it? You ask now after you said, sure, I'll give it to you? No, you should ask it before. Can't you just give it to me because I had the goodwill not to run through your pockets while you were in the shower? I could have, but I exercised restraint. And in the end, isn't it the thought that counts? Come on, be a pal. This makes no sense. If it's the thought that counts, I should withhold payment, since his thoughts were so clearly impure, and his intentions are probably even more sinister, since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him. I'm offended, man. But if that's your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order a pizza, and I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I need your help for the rest. I get some of that pizza too, right? No. Are you serious? Yeah, I would give you some. But you have class. You don't have time to eat a pizza. What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza and pay the guy, and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the... For breakfast? Pizza? I mean, sure, I guess, but not... No, I only have that... No, I never... No, only as lunch or breakfast, or maybe if it's cold, not hot. I don't know. Whatever. No, don't start your day off with a pizza. Goddamn. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you, and the pizza, and they will ask for a slice. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece. Then you're left pizzaless. I saw something happen on my computer screen. I thought programmed this sort of, but I guess nothing happened. Okay. Everyone wants a piece, then you're left pizzaless in an unforgiving world. It's happened before, that's how I know. Every day I plan my vengeance so that when the people who wronged me order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose, completely without irony. But yeah, I only need like 400 yen. Please, you're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my own pizza, it's too far. I try not to go out unless it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning it out in advance. I was outside, I can't remember what I was doing, something, standing, maybe, wondering how I got there. And then out of nowhere it happened, like a flash of lightning splitting the sky, like how you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and eat. A bird crapped on my head. It was the second most shocking moment of my life. What was the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him. Is he just trying to keep momentum? I'll go with that, even if it's more likely he just didn't hear me. It was like in the openings to some kind of anime show. You know how there's always a part where the main dude is fighting his rival and they fly at each other and clash swords and there's like big dramatic colored auras and zoom? It was like that, but with poo. Okay. So yeah, I need some money. Please, don't leave me hanging, man. I only need like 1,000 yen. He just said 400! Oh, I thought it was 400. Okay. What? I'll pay you back, I swear. You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. You'll have 1 week. Ah! Kenji winches and makes a noise like a dying cow. A particularly disturbing fact given that his baton is conducting freely. You're not supposed to be so tight-assed about money between brothers in arms, man. Men have it bad enough as it is. Did you know that male porn stars only make about half of what female porn stars make? Why'd you know this? That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. So maybe I am a porn star. On the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda. And you can't even spot me your crumbs, you bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody. Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? No. The feminist agenda stuff again? this stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit. But this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake. You take them lightly and you'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. BAM! Out of nowhere. How'd you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. I thought you just said don't take them lightly. Well, I don't mean take them lightly for the big things. Individually, they're not a threat. But if there was some kind of war... I wonder how many people like this character. I do wonder. With men on one side and the feminist forces on the other side, it would be pretty ugly. I don't understand why... Okay. And that day will come, when the feminists come out of their central top-secret worldwide feminist headquarters and say, "It's on now, motherfucker." You're being ridiculous. There's no big worldwide feminist headquarter building where would they even hide that? I mean, it'd have to be massive. You couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with women only in it. Who said it was on Earth? Oh, God damn it, Kenji. Your conspiracy theories are getting more and more ridiculous every time we meet. It's ridiculous. I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowning faces in the mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown will be best to express my emotions. You're weird, man. I think heart condition isn't the only problem you have. He can't see me from this distance anyway. Which unfortunately means that he just keeps on ranting without any regard to sense or sensibility. Yeah, there's a war going on. A war not many know about, but it's a great one that will one day boil over and encompass all of the known world. Then we will have to pick sides. We'll have to make a stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it. The bloody battlefield. A vicious conflict without end. I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly, when I grew tired of the bleakness of our fight, when I mistook the times the power went out for a feminist raid and thought the end was near. But then I realized that if I gave up, it would all be over, and I was like, wow. And I knew I had to get serious, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. It's about duty. Must be a pretty crappy moment if it all hinges on one naked guy ranting in the bathroom at another naked guy. So can I have the money? He's blocking the way out. It's getting cold because I'm still naked and I want to go to class, so I agree to spot him the money. Awesome, thanks dude. We should go bowling later on. Bowling? Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There are almost no women bowlers either, making it also the manliest sport. Should I wear my pink bowling shirt with matching shoes or the pastel green flower accents? There are bowling clothes. Maybe. Anyway, you'd better pay me back. I can pay you back in stuff, right? I don't have the time to ask him to elaborate on what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class. You're kind of in the way. Oh, sorry, yeah. I don't want to hold you up, and I have some stuff to do myself. The time has come. The time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now the time has really come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it. I was just going to, and what does that mean? It's a big bathroom. So, I have to be alone or I can't go. The pressure. Okay, what if someone else comes in? I'll think of something. I give him my practiced frown and it looks kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, so I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as though an eternity has passed since I woke up. Yeah, this conversation took pretty long, actually. That is time I will never get back. I'll get him for this somehow. But right now I have to get to class. I'm the first person in class today, although I think I'm a little too early. I'm the first person in class, so you thought you were late. But you are the first in class, though you think you're too early. This doesn't add up for me either. You're the first person in class today, although you think you're a little too early. Never mind. Then again, sitting alone here for 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. The combination of fatigue, frustration and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up when my head hits the surface of my desk. Rubbing my forehead, I realize this is a good reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to class so early later. Eventually I hear a tapping noise outside in the hallway, and Lily's tall figure appears in the doorway. She's not in this class, so she must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanako. Lily stops at the door, looking hesitant as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord, though, after straightening her skirt and shirt collar as if it was of importance to look prim when entering our classroom. "Excuse me," she calls into the quiet classroom with a probing, delicate voice. I realize the silence might unnerve her because of her blindness, so I break it. "Good morning, Lily." "Hisao? Good morning, I didn't hear you come in." I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely. If I were to tell too big a lie now, it would sink me. Well, I was already here, just asleep until now. Oh, have you seen Hanako today by any chance? No, she seems to come in only just before the bell rings, or after that. Do you want me to tell her something for you? No, it's fine. It's strange, but I think we're the only two people in the school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here. I shouldn't have gotten up so early today, I guess. You're chastising? What? You're chastising for yourself for doing something that other people should? Okay, what does chastising mean? I don't know. Punctuality is a good thing. I was thinking No, never mind. Just my own thoughts. La la la. Punctuality is a good thing. I think so anyway. It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming up soon, and today is the deadline for the event registration, budget reports, and any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that is why it's so quiet today. Hi! No! Go away! All the characters I like don't pop up so often, and the characters that I dislike, which are you, and a bit you, but definitely you two together, usually, you usually pop up all the time. Go away! No, I don't want that. Misha pops into the room with Setsune as if on cue, with a loudness that makes Lily visibly flinch. Hi, Chan. Hi. Look, it's the class representative. Hello. Lily smiles, probably amused by Misha's or Setsune's use of the word look. Good morning. Of course you're not the representative of this class, right? Right? I'm not. Lily seems a little more guarded in her answers to Setsune than she was with me the other day. I guess they really don't get along at all. Then I realized that Lily might actually not know Setsune is present, and she's trying to detect whether or not she is, to know who she's talking to. For all she knows, she's talking to Misha, but knowing that she and Setsune are practically inseparable, she might expect Setsune being the one that actually talks. Damn, how complicated. I decided to help Lily out for my own peace of mind more than anything else. You're here early, Setsune. You were here even earlier than us. Misha puffs out her cheeks angrily. Why is she getting angry? Does she feel emotions on Setsune's behalf too? It's not that weird though that Setsune didn't like my little comment. It's true, I was here earlier than them, so me saying something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as anything. Misinterpreted as what? Anyways, continuing. Especially to Setsune, who doesn't have the benefit of hearing tone to gauge intent. Before I can start weighing whether or not I should apologize, Setsune has already moved on. Class rep, it's a good thing you're here. We have to talk. The festival is coming up in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handed in their projected budget reports for their events. Even the first years. Except you. Haha. There is still time to hand it in, isn't there? Today. The deadline is today. You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? Unfortunately, if you set up a deadline, you'll always have people that will fill them in last moment, and maybe she's busy with other things too. Besides, it might be a bit more difficult for her. I don't know, it might be a bit more difficult for her to write things, seeing she can't see things. I don't know how things work. I don't know. You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my way, I'd have all of the necessary paperwork days ago. But someone had to say the deadline, please extend it. Yes, that was me. Planning something on this scale is not a small task, and a week is too small a time frame to expect a whole class to work out such a complex issue completely. And my mouse was freezing. Okay. Do you want to know what's harder than distributing the funds for one's class event? Handling the same matter for every class in the school, and then some. The one who does that is me. Misha puts her hands on her hips and stands up straight. Wow, she is really getting into the role. Lily doesn't look like she's very amused though. Hey, Setsune, aren't you being a little too hard on her? There's still a whole day left. Please, Hisao, it's alright. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but a bit conflicted that I might not think she can take care of herself. If it's about the budget, then I'm disappointed you think I've forgotten about it. I understand how important it is. Then, can I have it, please? Setsune, she might not have it on her at this exact second. It's not here right now. I asked 2 students to take care of it for me, students from my class. She emphasizes the last sentence much to my surprise. She knows about Setsune's and Misa's effort to rope me into the student council. I guess word must have gotten around, so now she's using me as ammo against Setsune. This just gets better and better. It was your responsibility. A budget report isn't something you should just be delegating away. As a class rep, it's your job to be on top of things. This kind of disregard for proper procedure is just terrible. They completed it, being capable of doing so, but the students have been sick recently, so they could not come to school and give it back to me. If you want, I will apologize on their behalf for getting sick. Okay. Although Misha misses Lily's little jab entirely, Setsune doesn't, and she seems torn between being offended by Lily's daring and jumping for joy at the prospect of a challenge. Lily, don't they live here at school? That's a 5-minute walk, What could they possibly have that prevents them from taking 5 minutes out of their busy lives to drop off something that will affect the enjoyment of their entire busy lives? Just said they were sick, right? Or did I miss something? Lily opens her mouth to say something, but Shitsune closes the gap between them and starts signing furiously, waving her hands around like an orchestra conductor. Misha tries her best to convey the same passion, but can't seem to lose her normal cheerful tone. The result is interesting and somewhat surreal. And what's with that attitude? I said that it's not something you should be delegating away. Are you the class representative or aren't you? Tell me the names of those 2 students. They should have your job if you can't even handle something this simple yourself. 1 form isn't the full extent of what I'm supposed to take care of. Lily's tone is growing slightly impatient, but she is doing a good job of not letting Shitsune see how unsettled she is becoming. She's playing her cards close to her chest. Shitsune, on the other hand, wraps her fingers cheerfully along the edge of her glasses, knowing Lily can neither hear nor see how excited she is. Of course you do so much, class rep. It must be so difficult being you. Lily tightens her lips. Oh god, it's just getting worse and worse now, isn't it? Oh, Lily tightens her lips at Misha's words, clearly understanding the intent behind them, even though Misha delivers them without even a hint of the sarcasm which they were meant to have. Shitsune and Lily don't like each other, that much is clear, but this seems a little much. It seems like Lily has had enough and is ready to push back. Seriously? Seriously? Is there gonna... Ooh! Creepy horror action music. Anyway. I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties so quickly that you can track me down to make sure I don't forget my own. Are you accusing me of slacking off? It seems like you're confusing me with yourself. I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do so, comparing myself to you. You're right, the difference between us is like heaven and hell. And it's not hard to guess which one you might represent. The air between them ripples with the heat of their enmity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore though. Even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation. Hichan, don't you slack off either. What the fuck are you suddenly talking to me for? What are you talking about? Aren't you taking part in the festival, Hichan? You are, aren't you? Then I hope you're going to do a lot more to make sure it goes smoothly than this person. I don't understand why Shitsune is suddenly getting mad at me. Don't drag me into this, I've done my part. Come on now. Don't drag me into this. Why am I being dragged into this again? I've done more than enough, I think. If you're angry with Lily, that has nothing to do with me. Now, wait just a second. Are you implying the president is more right in scolding me than yourself? No, that's not what I meant to say! God damn it! God damn, I think I could have worded that better. No, I don't know about that, but I mean, what are you saying, Chan? It's just that I hardly think it's fair you can say that seeing I've helped you guys. The mood has changed. This is like a showdown between 2 gunfighters now. Well, it was like that before too, but this time Shitsune's focus on me. You have no right to get angry at me, or at Isao. I've helped you out of my free will, while you even kinda actually pushed me into doing it, while I didn't even have to do it, and it was your job to do so. You're complaining to this girl that she hasn't done her job. Well, you haven't done entirely your jobs either, cause you're asking loads of other people to do your jobs. So you two, right there, you're hypocrites. Continuing. And so is Lily's, though she keeps quiet. I'm afraid I had inadvertently pissed her off. Are you saying I'm wrong? What a dangerous situation. It's too early to argue with you. Yes, I think it's unfair of you to get on my case. Hichan, you want too much. But you want too much! I don't want shit from you! Go away! But you have a point. Okay. You're not lazy, Hichan. Haha. Suchuni pushes her glasses up with her thumb, almost approvingly. That's good. If you're not useless, you shouldn't let anyone say you are. But the next time I say it, it'll really be because you are disappointing me like Miss Classrep here, so don't let this go to your head. I did! Screw you. Lily takes the jab silently, a venomous visage frozen on her visage. Class rep, Sichan says, don't forget that report, please. I won't. Would that be all? Yep. Then good day to you all. Her voice would cut the air of the classroom into half, if it was more tangible. Lily leaves the room, understandably in a bad mood, but still managing to be as poised and calm as usual. Sitsune, you really did go a little too far today. It's true, Sichan. Just a little. If I had been expecting Sitsune to grudgingly admit I have a pointer as well, I think I was expecting too much. He doesn't respond. Ha! Sichan thinks you should mind your own business. Hichan, we have a few last minute things to take care of before class. We might be late, so can you please... Once again, you're asking me to do things for you. Well, you haven't finished them yourself, and it's even last minute. And you just got on my freaking neck and told me to do things, and complained to Lily about shit that she hasn't finished her things, and now you're even asking me, well, we're late, so could you cover for us? I'm glad they're gone now. They walk outside even though there are only 10 minutes left before the bell will ring, signaling the start of class. Hanako doesn't come to the morning class at all, leaving her seat looking empty and lonely in the back of the classroom. I have to tell her that Lily was looking for her if I see her later. After the events of this morning, class is pretty boring in comparison. I turn the pages of my textbook lazily. We've been covering the same amount of pages each day, so reading ahead is more or less giving myself a preview of what tomorrow's lesson will be about. The clock at the front of the room sounds unbearably loud. The teacher hasn't said anything in over 7 minutes, instead opting to cover the board in rows and rows of equations and taken directly from the book. The rhythmic clashing of chalk on the chalkboard seems to synchronize perfectly with the ticking of the clock. Okay, I think I played enough Katawa Shoujo for now, and I don't want to see her for some time, so I'm gonna stop it right here, and I hope you enjoyed. Yes, so I'll see you next time. Goodbye.